In this video, we'll be factoring polynomials. So to factor polynomials, we want to find two numbers that multiply and equal this number, and two numbers that add together to equal this number. So first we have x squared plus 5x plus 6. So two that multiply to equal 6. We have 1 and 6. We have 2 and 3. So now we need two that add to 5. So 2 and 3 add to 5. So 2 and 3 is going to be our answer. So x plus 2 and x plus 3. And always remember to check your work by doing FOIL x squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. X squared plus 5x plus 6. And that's right. So our answer is right there. Now we have x squared minus 7x plus 12. So we need two numbers that multiply together to equal 12, and two numbers that add or subtract to equal negative 7. So multiplication for 12 is 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. And for add or subtraction for 7, 3 and 4 equals 7. So how do we get negative 7? Being negative 4 minus 3. So our answer is going to be x minus 3, x minus 4. Then we'll check first, outside, inside, and last. We have x squared minus 4x minus 3x plus 12. X squared minus 7x plus 12. So there's our correct answer. Now we have x squared minus 9. Anytime we have a variable squared minus something that you can take a perfect square root of, it's called the difference of squares. So the square root of 9 equals 3. So our answer is always going to be our variable plus 3 times our variable minus 3. There's our answer. And just to check, we have x times x is x squared minus 3x plus 3x minus 9. And these two are going to cancel out, giving us x squared minus 9. Here's another one. We have 4x squared minus 25. So just like last time, we have our variable squared minus a perfect square root. But in this case, you have 4x squared. And the 4 is also a perfect square root. So the square root of 4, the square root of 25, 2 and 5. And then the square root of x, if you want to do that. The square root of x squared equals x. So our answer is going to be 2x plus 5, 2x minus 5. And that's another difference of squares problem. And to check our work, we got 4x squared minus 10x plus 10x minus 25. Those two cancel out, giving us 4x squared minus 25. And there's our answer. Now we have x squared plus 6x plus 9. So like before, we need two numbers that multiply to 9. We have 1 and 9, and 3 and 3. And we need two numbers that add to 6. And 3 and 3 add to 6, so we've got 3 and 3. So x plus 3, x plus 3. And to check, we'll do first outside, inside, and last. X squared plus 3x plus 3x plus 9. X squared plus 6x plus 9. That checks out. Here's our final answer. When you have two that are exactly the same, x plus 3, x plus 3, it's called a perfect square trinomial. Now we've got x squared minus 2x minus 8. So once again, we need two numbers that multiply together to equal negative 8. We've got 1 and negative 8, negative 1 and 8, negative 2 and 4, and 2 and negative 4. We need two numbers that add to negative 2 out of here. So our two numbers that add to negative 2 are going to be right here, because negative 4 plus positive 2 is negative 2. So our answer is going to be x minus 4, x plus 2. You should always FOIL these to check. First outside, inside, last. X squared plus 2x minus 4x minus 8. These two are going to cancel out. X2 minus 2x minus 8. Here's our final answer. So now we've got 3x squared minus 10x plus 8. So these ones are a little bit different. We're going to multiply these two numbers together. So 3 times 8 equals 24. Then we're going to find two numbers that multiply to be 24. So we've got 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3, 8, 4, and 6. So now we're going to find out of these integers without the negative in front of it, what two could add together to be negative 10. That'd be 4 and 6. So 3x squared minus 4x minus 6x plus 8. So now we're going to group these two together across this line. We've got 3x squared minus 4x plus negative 6x plus 8. So if you can see here, we've got 3x and 4x and 6x and 8x, or 8. So to make this one match this one, we'll pull out a 3, or pull out an x, I mean. So x, and we have 3x minus 4 plus, and we're going to pull a negative 2 out of this side. Negative 2. And we've got 3x minus 4. So we'll rewrite it. X, 3x minus 4 minus 2, 3x minus 4. So now we'll kind of ungroup. We're going to take the stuff outside, x minus 2, and the stuff that's inside, 3x minus 4. And we'll FOIL these to check our work. So x times 3x is 3x squared. X times negative 4 is negative 4x. Negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x. And negative 2 times negative 4 is positive 8, which equals our original equation. So our final answer is right there. I know these ones are super complicated, so just do about 1,000,000 of them, and it'll finally start to make sense. Now we've got 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. So first we want to multiply 2 and 3 together. So 2 times 3 equals 6. And we want to find things that multiply together to equal 6. So 1 and 6, and 2 and 3. So now of those, what add together to equal 7? Be 1 and 6. So 2x squared plus 6x plus 1x plus 3. Now we're going to group along this line here. So we've got 2x squared plus 6x plus 1x plus 3. So we're going to look for a ratio between these two. And I'm seeing x plus 3. So to make this one equal x plus 3, we need to pull out 2x. So 2x, x plus 3. Plus, now to make this one equal x plus 3, we need to pull out just a 1. So 1x plus 3. And I left this 1 in here to make a point. You can always pull a 1 out of everything. So now we're going to take everything outside, make it its own thing. 2x plus 1. Then everything inside is going to come together and still be one thing. X plus 3. So now we're going to FOIL everything together to check our work, make sure we're right. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 3 is plus 6x. 1 times x is x. And then 1 times 3 is plus 3. So now we've got 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. Now we're going to check to make sure this equals this. And it does. So here is our final answer. And for our last one, we have 2x squared minus x minus 6. So we're going to multiply 2 and 6 together, 2 and negative 6 together. That equals negative 12. So what all can multiply together to equal negative 12? Well, we got 1, negative 1, and 12. 1, negative 12. 2. Actually, let's go back and make this a little bit cleaner. We've got negative 1 and 12, negative 2 and 6, negative 3 and 4. And we've got 1 and negative 12, 2, negative 6, 3, and negative 4. So what of these will add together to equal negative x, or negative 1? We got negative 4 and 3, because negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. So we're going to change our equation up again. 2x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 6. Then we're going to group it along this line again. So we've got 2x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 6. So we're going to look for a ratio between this one and this one. And it looks like x minus 2. So to make this side equal x minus 2, we're going to pull out 2x. And to make this side equal x minus 2, we're going to pull out 3. Let me know in the comments if that doesn't make sense, because I'm hoping it does. So these two now equal each other. So we've got x minus 2, and then everything left on the outside is 2x plus 3. Then we'll FOIL these together to check our work. So 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times negative 2 is negative 4x. 3 times x is positive 3x, and 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. We got 2x squared minus x minus 6. And if this equals this, which it does, that's our final answer. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And if you need a little help with math or any of your other subjects STEM related, check out the link in the description below. It's basically a 24-hour access to a study group as well as tutors.